defensive side of the ball is probably right now more competitive than position by position. And you know, you've been around me long enough, and I think any coach in the country, you want every position to be competitive year in and year out. I mean, legitimately competitive. We can say so and so and so and so are competing for a spot, but in reality, is that true? Defensively, we have about 7 spots that are genuinely very, very competitive right now. We have probably about 5 guys in our interior defensive line that have made that a very competitive position. We've got 4 guys with our defensive ends that have made that very competitive. Our linebacker position is probably competitive with legitimately with about 4 guys right now. Our secondary, probably about 6 guys that have made it very, very competitive. Other guys on our depth chart that could, but at this point in time have not made it, have not entered into that realm of playing kind of day by day. When I say day by day, I mean one's a little bit better than the other on one day, and the other one might be a little bit better than the other one on the next day, and that's what makes it competitive. So I'm talking about being legitimately competitive. Offensively, we might have 4 positions right now that we have at least 2 guys that are very, very competitive for. I think it's obvious. It's vital, but so is everything else. I mean, the out-of-season program was so valuable for them. Our youngsters, they actually practice during the out-of-season. I mean, they organize and run their own practices, and they help each other out. So you got those newcomers coming in, and even though an upperclassman is or somebody that's been here is in competition with them, they still step up and help. As I was saying, I'm so proud of Daniel, because Daniel steps up and helps and applauds Jake and his attempt, and he knows that Jake's right there on the same page with him in terms of who's competing for the #1 spot. So that period of time is equally as important. Now, when you get into spring ball, that's kind of an accelerated out-of-season program, and now that's a period of time where the coaches actually get to see you and actually get to work with you, and it goes without saying, I think it's vital. That's why I tell our players every single day, we're 20% of the way through, we're 30% of the way through, we're 40, because it starts and ends in a heartbeat. If you ask any one of them that walks through that door in a little bit, and they'll tell you it seems like we just had our first practice, and yet we're a third of the way through right now. So, those 15 days are vital, and it's and they come and they go extremely fast, no matter how you spread them out. We have a day between most of our workouts so that they can view film and assess the previous day's work. And look at what's going to be implemented on the next practice. But even at that, it's a short period of time, but as valuable as anything that we do.